And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday, last day of February. This is Make HOAG Money. This is me. I'm the senior performance coach here at Top Step, 40 years industry experience, 31 years as an active trader. I've been here at Top Step since almost the very beginning, 2011. It's been my pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to and work with traders from all over the world. Absolutely love it. This is the CFTC disclaimer. We should know it. We should love it. Futures does have substantial risk. These are leveraged products. You have the opportunity to lose more than than your initial investment. We should only be using risk capital, which means money that we can afford to lose without changing our lifestyle. Top Step will put up that risk capital for you upon succession of the trading combine. You don't have to worry about that, which is a beautiful thing. We are not going to be discussing, everything we do today is basically for educational purposes. This is a live account that belongs to me. I am not placing calls for trades. You are. We do not suggest that anybody take these trades. These are, again, for educational purposes only. There is no expectation for performance, good or bad. And also, it states here that hypothetical and simulated performance results have certain limitations, and I certainly believe that they do. In the fact that there's no accountability, no rules, and no consequences. Let's have some fun with this. Remember, this is educational purposes only. These are your trade ideas, and we look forward to making some money. The rules for Make HOAG Money are simple. We do expect kindness and respect above everything. There's always differences of opinions in markets. It's really what makes them so good. We're going to have a couple of people enabled to talk. I'm not sure if Randolph, my brother, is here yet, but we'll see if he's here. If not, if you'd like to talk, of course, you are welcome to, and you're all going to be able to share your charts and context on trades ideas that you have. We're going to use the chat rooms on Zoom and on YouTube to discuss these trades, focusing on the MES for opportunities. If you are on YouTube, if you're on Zoom, you'll be able to vote for the trades that we take. You won't be able to do so, unfortunately, on YouTube. We're not going to be taking trades just to take trades. We're not going to be taking losing trades, which is, of course, a joke, as we all know. We know there are going to be losses. We just have to learn to cut them and move on and continue looking for decent opportunities. Feedback for Make HOAG Money is vital. You have feedback, send it to me, Jay Hoagland at topstep.com. That's JHOAGLAND at topstep.com. Let's get the platform up here, then get down to business. We are a little bit tardy this morning trying to get into our charts and everything here. We have the S&Ps here. Looking for the overnight as well. There it is. So there's the profile for the overnight S&Ps. We have a pretty good idea of the context we're in. This is the S&P 30-minute chart. We're in range. We're in value. We are slightly lower than settlement. We don't really have much as far as overnight inventory is concerned. And Fred does not want to take the opening range trade today because we are in range and we are in value. I can go with that. I can agree with that, Fred. Maybe we should vote just in case. Do we want to take the opening range trade? Let's see what the crowd says. Opening range trade. You let the first minute of the day start and you buy it when it breaks out above and sell it when it breaks out below the opening range. We got a big no here. Everybody's in agreement with you, Fred. We've got 65% participation, 81% saying no. Here it is. No on the opening range trade. So, on this note, I'm going to ask who wants to join me? Who wants to come in and chat? Let me see if Randolph is here. No, I don't see him. Any of my regulars want to come in or let me know? Not even with your money, Shaw says. All right, I'm reiterating my view of weakness this morning, Will R. Hello, Daniel. Ben, looking to chat with us this morning. It's always good to talk to Ben. And we'll see what we've got.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ben. How are you?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. About that. I do see some potential opportunities, though, as we're about to open here in a minute. I just want to knock out real quick. So I think it's significant. We're down to volume value very low right now.
Yes.
About 39.8375. So there's the potential, back in and hold with that. As it maybe goes up to settle and beyond. We've also got the prior low a day just below, and then the overnight low. So we could look for that to shake out, kind of a back end on one of those.
Okay.
So I think it'd probably take out that last swing low, I would think, in the overnight, that last TPO.
Down here?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, do you split yours out? Your letters? Yeah, that last pink bar there.
So you like long down below that?
Well, if it comes, I don't know, if we clear that value area low, hot, comes back through the open. But I'm thinking they're probably going to go for yesterday's low and or the overnight low first. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of muted so far.
Sure.
But, I would like to say that if once you take out the prior low a day or the overnight low, that maybe the game overs to the downside. And if it is, then we need to look to get long on kind of a reversal of the auction.
So I kind of think you're in your mode of let's see what the overnight low looks like. If we come back in, we look for a long.
Yeah. But I think the odds are highest right now that, you could risk that A high right now for a short down there. That'd be an asymmetric opportunity. Well, I start the morning with the A period.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the first bar, like basically the opening range high right there. It looks like it's going to attempt to go for the lows, and that would be just risk that initial high. And
if we get there. I gotta F-bomb this thing. Hang on, it's not showing the current session.
so I'm going to short if it comes back up there. I kind of missed it. 81.75, about half back there, and just risk that value area low.
Boy, this thing is really screwing me up here. Okay. 81.75.
Yeah,
I'm missing what you're saying here.
So, we kind of haven't had a very big opening range there. And it looks, we're in such proximity, you think the market's going to want to sort of look below the yesterday's low and or the overnight low. And because we didn't take out the overnight low from the day before either. So that's waiting down there. So I was saying that we could short right around, somewhere in here and risk the high of the day so far, right at the value area low. But we're kind of getting away from it. Does that make sense?
I think so. This thing is messing me up here. I don't know why this is doing this.
But if it, okay, yeah, so that, I didn't get in on it, but that would have worked, at least the overnight low, couple points.
Oh, this is crazy. I want to see the overnight, and I can't. Oh, there it is.
So I didn't get filled initially, but I'm going to try 79 quarter myself, right? The IDVA low, intraday value area low. Hopefully it gets back outside, but I may not get filled on this either.
So you're looking for shorts?
Yeah, initially.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not on board. I missed it. I'm a little sluggish this morning.
Obviously, I am too. I'm having trouble with these charts. This is crazy. Why is this doing this? It's not even scaling. Look at this. There we go. But we're not seeing the today's session on this.
Well, I probably missed this one too, but I'm going to try if it comes back up to the yesterday's low. But if it comes back in a little bit, I'm also going to average in another one at 79 quarter. Okay, got me filled there.
His low is really what you're looking at, right?
Yeah, for the moment, I'm thinking they're going to push. You know, I can see that it's time to take out those two overnight lows, last night's and the night before.
Right here. Weak lows. Got it.
All right, it got me at 79 quarter, so I'm average 78.5 right now.
Okay. So Fred is saying the opening range is the high of the session in the S&Ps. Here it is. See if it's showing. So 93. You need my glasses now. 83.75 is the high of the opening range. Thank you, Fred. So do we want to think about going with Ben here? We can answer the poll here. Oh, Ben, I can give you the voting rights too.
I don't know. I'm risking that high is a little more than I wanted to, so I may have to go for broke here at 80. That original one I put in under that swing low, an average in.
We're not getting a mandate here. We're 50-50, so we'll hold off on this.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. It's not looking as good. We're back in the range, and it's still wanting to grind up.
We did not take out the overnight low. Steve, deleting all drawings. I don't have any drawings on the profiles. Is it the drawings on the other charts do you think is messing up the profiles? This is a mess. Let me F-bomb it again, see if that helps. Wow. Wow, this is a mess. Well, we're going to get a call to Trade Evade here this morning. See if Delta's right. Nope. That is wrong.
Excuse me.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, just pulled me in on the third one, but I'm out if it hits 84 quarter.
Okay. So you're accumulating an inventory in a zone.
Yeah, well, I missed the first two, but I left the orders on there, and excuse me. Okay, I'm out. Well, that really bums me out. They left those two overnight lows. But I'm gonna go for the value area low if I can get to pull back a bit.
Today's value low.
Yeah, I missed. I'm kind of slow on the trigger. I should have put my order in a minute ago, but
We just took out the high of the opening range.
yeah. Hopefully, I don't get totally chopped up here. Meaning, watch it come back down to the value area low, go through the open, go through yesterday's all the way down.
Right.
Just came up there and okay, got me in. Not sure what I want to risk here.
So you're long.
Yeah.
We're going to try it too. Let's see. $39, 39.80.50 is low of the opening range. See if it'll hold the opening range now. Sam, market's done exactly what you anticipated. I hope you profited from it. Andrew Lance, not very fond of Trade Evade. I've never seen these issues. from this platform. This is kind of new to me. But I have like 3 or 4 different platforms running on this computer, so maybe that's part of the issue.
I'm taking one off at 87.75 if it gets there.
We do have a economic release coming out here shortly. Chicago PMI. Thanks for reminding me. Daniel, my brother. Mr. Hoyt is here. Want to talk, Matt? We'll get Mr. Hoyt in here. See what the magic pitchfork has to say.
Good morning, traders. How you doing?
All right, man. How are you? Good to talk to you.
Well.
What's going on?
We are just chilling here. I got long.
Okay.
I'm long the 12. Hold on, that's the Nasdaq. I'm long the Nasdaq at 12.053, and I'm long this. Oh, where am I here? Hold on. At 39.79.
Okay.
My stop's below the low. My stop's at 31.71 quarter.
Okay. Remember, everybody, Matt's got a little bit longer time frame than us.
Yeah, I mean, I'll hold it. I mean, my profit's kind of lofty, but we'll see what happens.
I like a lofty profit, my friend.
Yeah. So my risk reward's 4.6 to 1. So my profit order's up at 40.13,
So
which isn't bad. I mean, if I got long at 80, that's a 35-point move. I mean, typically we're moving 40 points a day. I don't think that's unreasonable.
I'm with you. Yeah, nice push there.
Yeah, I got
You're
I got
out?
one off under settlement, and it popped up above that and took out the second target, and I think it was about 90.
Awesome.
I got one more.
Nice trade.
You know, I was looking at your monthly analysis. You're like, yeah, with all this bad news, we are making higher lows. In the monthly chart. You know, it's kind of like the dump off seems to be taking a rest, and the highs seem to be consistent, but the lows are pressing up. So maybe they'll press through and blow through those highs.
Yeah. Well, as we get into March, I'm really hoping that March holds that February low.
Yeah, it's the spring fling, baby. Right?
Yeah. Well, Matt, I know you remember as much as I do how resilient these markets are.
Yeah, I mean,
When they get whacked, they get whacked. Yeah, but
right. I feel like when the media is telling us the doom and gloom, it's over. It's time to buy them.
right.
It is every time. I mean, the media is always late. That's what's so beautiful about it. That's like the best indicator.
It's so
Look,
true.
But you know what? Like the S&P loses 30%, the Nasdaq loses 50%. 2 weeks later, the media's like, "Oh, the market's gonna crash." I'm like, dude, the market already crashed.
Right.
Where's you going? I mean, you know, that's like. We'll see.
Well, they're like my dad's indicator. The market always looks the worst at the bottom, and the best at the top.
Yeah, right.
So when it's already broken and they're saying the gloom and doom, the low is in.
Yeah, for sure.
They're like retail traders. They're the last in.
Exactly.
By the time retail traders figure it out, it's over.
Right. I mean, you know, for this, it doesn't really matter. It's nice to know. I feel like, I don't know, I've got mixed, you know, I'm mixed about it because part of me is like, you know, there hasn't been some huge event where I'm like, okay, that's the bottom. Even though we went a long way. So I don't know. I still feel like we're not going to make new lows for the whole move.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. But if we do, okay, well, fine. Make new lows. Don't fight it.
Right. We're not going to stop it.
So the reason I got long is because, you know, in the overnights, the high got broken. It made a higher high at like 6:30 in the morning on my little 1 minute, on my little range chart, which is probably like a 1 or a 2 minute equivalent. But I like the range bars because they take away the overnight drift. I can't look at for my charting, I can't have this overnight period of time where nothing really happens because the drift on the chart doesn't jive with my drawing technique. So I have to use a range chart or a volume chart.
So here's your 1 minute chart. I mean, we are kind of moving higher in it, aren't we?
Right, and if you scroll, if you put on like a 2 or 3 minute, you'll see how we took out the. There was a high last night at like 8 o'clock, and we took that out this morning at like 6 o'clock. Then we pulled back to the downside, and we didn't take out that low yet. I mean, if we make another pullback and then make another high, I feel like we're really going to start stepping higher and challenge the high from yesterday. Now, if that doesn't happen and we take out the low, well, then I got to turn my head around, get stopped out, and look for shorts.
And look for something else, right? I can't even look at these 1 minute charts. It gives me heart palpitations.
Yeah, that's why I use the range charts are a little more organized. Like on the S&P, I use a 10 tick range, maybe a 20 tick range if things are going really fast.
Here's a 200 tick.
And the volume bars work pretty good too, like 2,500 volume or 5,000 volume per bar. Kind of gives a nice picture. So that's a 200 tick, huh?
Yeah. So here's here's 5 o'clock last night.
Mm-hmm. Right, you can see that I took it out. Boom, and now that's when we did a swing down for the open. It didn't take out that low. So basically we made a high. Could be a higher low, we'll see. Dun, dun. How was your week off? What did you guys do?
I went to we had an offsite for most of the company, and did a lot of thinking about you guys, thinking about the users and how we can improve the whole situation, the whole experience, and it was really good. We got a lot accomplished and had a little fun. We were out in Las Vegas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I came home with more money than I left with, so that's always good.
That rare thing in Vegas.
It doesn't happen that often, right?
Yeah. What's your game? You play cards or dice or what?
I'm not really a gambler. I mean, I've been, a trader and a risk manager my whole life. But here, I'll tell you the story. So I'm out there. My wife's like, "Well, go to the roulette table and play my lucky numbers, 8 and 13." So we spend all day working, and we get down and we're having a couple pops and walking around in the casino. And so I grab a friend of mine. I said, "I got to go do this." So we get to the roulette table. I've never played roulette in my life, and I'm asking the people that are sitting there, "Okay, what do I do?"
Yeah.
And so a woman's like, "Well, if you want to place a bet, you just, get some chips and you put your money on there and you see what happens." So I take a 20 and I put it on 13, and I take another 20 and I put it on 8.
Yeah.
And the dealer's like, "Do you really want to place those bets?" I said, "Yeah." And so he changed them into chips. So now I got 20 on 13, 20 on 8, and he says, "Okay, no more bets." Well, just before that, I'm like, "These are my wife's lucky numbers. She told me to play them." So a bunch of other people put chips on them too. So I'm standing there talking to my buddy. He says, "Okay, no more bets." And I can hear the little ball going around, and pretty soon it starts tink, 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 and it stops. And I'm talking to my buddy, and I turn and I look at the dealer, and he's looking at the wheel. He looks at the table, and he looks up at me and goes, 13. So I'm like, "Oh, Cool. What does that mean? He says, so you don't know what that means? I said, well, I know I won. I just don't know how much.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, on a $20 bet,
36 to 1.
yeah, it's $700.
Nice. That's a great story.
So he says, do you still want to play? I said, no. I take my $700, I give 20 to him, and off we go.
Nice. Yeah, I usually play dice if I go, but if I play anything, it's going to be craps.
See, I was watching craps a lot. I don't know how to play craps, and I want to learn how to trade it. How to trade it, I said. How to play it.
It is like trading. I swear to God, there's a million things you can do. That's why it's so confusing. So typically everybody bets the pass line, meaning on the first roll, if you roll a 7, you win.
Right.
And seven's the most common roll in the dice, okay? Now, if you don't get a 7 and you get, I don't know, a 6, now the game becomes, I need to get a 6 before I get a 7.
Right.
And as long as you don't get a 7, you're still rolling.
You're still rolling.
Right. So now every roll here on out, you know, if you get a 7, you're dead. So what I do is I bet the don't pass line. So they call it playing the dark side.
Yeah.
So basically on the first throw, if a 7 comes out, I lose. But then after that, if a 7 comes out, any other time after that, I'm a winner. So basically I feel like, okay, my money's only at risk for one roll, really.
Right.
That 7's probably going to come up before the point or whatever. So then the next roll establishes a point. Let's say it's a 4. So then I'll bet money on the 4 also. Say, okay, so now no matter what happens, I'm going to break even. But if the 4 comes up, I get paid a little more because there's odds or something because the 4s are harder to get or whatever. So I kind of like hang around. Keeps me alive for longer. I don't win much. But
you can play the hard numbers. You can play the soft numbers. You can.
Yeah, there's a million things to do in that game. I'm really not that good at it, which is probably a good thing.
You can play the field. You can do all that stuff. So until I understand it all, I'd rather not play it.
Right.
Because money comes fast or goes fast.
I see. So we've got this number at 9 o'clock, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Consumer confidence. So you can't even play blackjack at where we were unless it's a $25 minimum.
Oh, okay.
So I played blackjack on a $5 minimum machine, which I'm pretty sure was rigged. So I blew $100 on that. And then we're getting ready to leave, and I'm just standing there waiting for a couple of people, and stick $20 in a slot machine, and I win 140.
Yay.
So it was nice to come home with cash.
That is nice. All right, 4 minutes for this number. What do we think here? Consumer confidence is the biggie.
That's the big one for the day.
Everything else seemed to come out early. The housing price index. Those aren't big numbers, but they're out.
Yeah, PMI, Chicago PMI was a little bit lower. Housing a little bit lower. Price index a little bit lower. That's, I think, good.
Let's see, earnings. There's nothing terrible on the earnings. Let's see.
Well, the market's just right in the middle of the range. We're looking for this number to come out here, huh?
Yeah. Well, it finally stopped raining. Jeez.
I thought my house was going to sink into the swamp.
Seriously.
Well, let's vote here. I'm going to go and see if we want to fish or cut bait during this number. Fish or cut bait? Do you guys see the poll? pull went away. Okay. There we go. Now we got it.
Where you guys at? You're long from where or short from where?
I'm long right here at 84. Just above the high of the opening range.
Gotcha.
Minute and a half. Alessandro long because we couldn't take out the low of the overnight. The opening range was initially the high of the session. We took that out.
Also back inside of value.
Also, yes, back inside of yesterday's area of value, at least partially. Well, in volume, yes. Anything else I'm forgetting here, Ben?
Well, we came back through the open. The volume point of control was higher. It was up this area, I think, or moved up. I don't remember now.
Plus, we didn't take out the overnight low, right?
Right. And here's the results. 59%, yes. Cut bait. Oh, now it's too late. Shit. Here we are.
Oh, confidence came out lower.
Yeah, look at that. 102.9.
So bad news is good news, right?
Right?
I get. We're not tanking. Usually it's like a 5 seconds, bam. Here we go. A little movement here.
Well, we'll let it play.
Well, the open held.
Yep. I think this is good. I mean, if confidence is low, maybe that's going to slow the roll for rates. Bad is good, good is bad.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the Fed's going to stick with its plan, regardless of what we speculate. Oh, this means the Fed could do this. I mean, I think the Fed has it all planned out, and they're just going to roll with their plan.
And they just
numbers
and they just lie to us and say we're going to keep an eye on the numbers.
Right.
I'm taking one off just under the volume point of control of the overnight at 91.5. We could pop up through there.
I think we'll see if maybe we can get the TPO point of control from yesterday. 39.97. I'll put a seed in there and see what happens. So, any of you Zeppelin heads going to see a Zeppelin tribute band I've gone to see 3 or 4 times called Get the Lead Out. They're playing in Joliet at the Rialto Theater. I'm bringing my son. This is our third or fourth time going to see them. And they're really good. And it's not like a imitation band, it's a cover band. So there's a few guys and they just do such a good job of playing the music of the mighty Led Zeppelin.
You ever seen Zepparella?
No, that's the girl band, right?
Yeah, bunch of hot chicks.
Mm-hmm. I have not seen. I've seen them on YouTube, but it came up, that it's this Saturday, and I thought about buying tickets before, and I didn't, and there were a couple of good seats, like in the 5th row center. So I text my son. I said, "Do we want to go?" And he says, "Heck yeah, let's go." So I bought the tickets yesterday. So we're in the fifth row center to go see Get the Let Out.
Nice.
And it's a block from Harrah's Casino in Joliet.
Ah, don't go.
So I asked my son, I said, "Do you want to go to the casino afterwards?" And he says, "Oh, yeah. I'll have my buddies meet us out there."
How old is your son?
He's 23.
Oh, nice. That'll be fun.
And I'll be, very disciplined as to what I'm going to allow myself to risk. If we even go. I don't know. I'm old, after a concert, I might be kind of tired. You almost,
Yeah, right?
you
One
almost,
sec for my exit.
almost got it, Ben. Almost missed it by that much.
I think we're gonna pop. I think we're popping up to for sure 4,000. We're gonna challenge the high, but we'll see. We got to get above this 91 quarter, and then I feel like we're gonna blow out of this little consolidation. We'll see.
What's our overnight low? Overnight high? 03. We're at VWAP right now. Randolph would be saying, "Sell it."
Yeah, he's a perma bear.
He is. And he loves VWAP.
So we're in value from yesterday.
Yes. Yesterday's value area volume low is 39.84, let's call it. TPO value is 39.86 value low.
What's the value high?
Value high from yesterday, volume 40.05 and TPO 40.07.
Okay.
You got it now, Ben.
No, not
No?
yet.
Shit.
So what's the rule? 80% chance of filling value after 2 periods?
Well, we didn't really open with a gap.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So if we opened with a gap and then re-accept inside value, some people call it the 80% play. I call it the 65% play.
Okay.
You got it.
Yeah. Still in one though. Because I did some reloading when it came back in.
Nice. Nice job.
Yeah, my first trade, put me on edge. Thought that, well, I kind of blew it, but I'm doing okay now.
Well, you said you were kind of sluggish, but you're not now.
No, it perked me up.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice job, Zach. Hang on. Huh. Cut for the number. Randolph sets the price. There you go.
38. So I'm going to add one at 89.75 if backs down there.
Ben, you're the man.
94.75. I had a target 95.75. I'm gonna get out at 94.75 if it'll get there, and we'll be done with it. Yeah, well, sometimes I'm the man. Other times, last week I hurt myself bad on 2 days in my personal account.
Ouch.
Pretty bad, yeah. Okay, I'm in. So average 86. My classic downfall, like it actually came within my I remember one trade came like within a tick, you know, and then I'm thinking it's going to come back. And then I start moving my stop. And then it was like, I didn't see news coming out I should have been aware of. And it was all over. It's like really stupid.
JT is going short here.
Certainly is a slow day.
Yeah. Just hanging out.
One of these off at 92.75. This is the overnight TPOC.
Zach, yesterday's webinar, hopefully by the end of the week it should be up. With Jared Tendler. Do you reload?
New 10-minute candle here coming up.
Let's see what we have here now. Oh, now we got the charts. There's the messed up one. Where's Randolph, right? I don't know where he is. I thought he'd probably be here this morning. I haven't heard from him.
It seems like the Dow wants to drag everything down, making new lows.
Who invited him?
Seriously, party pooper.
You got JT. JT's the winner there. He was shorting up there around, what does it say here? 91 quarter, stop 94 quarter. He got the high in there. Nice job, JT.
Nice one. We like winners.
Yeah, we do. I'm thinking I want to get the let out due in my time of dying. I've seen him 3 times. I've never seen him do it. That was like one of my favorite Zeppelin songs to play on the drums.
Oh yeah, I can see why.
Oh, it was so fun. The hardest Zeppelin song to play in the drums, to me, Fool in the Rain.
Yeah, you need a Brazilian accompaniment with that.
I mean, I could do Latin beats, bossa nova. I can do all those. It's just something in the hi hat and the ghost notes that just always messed me up there. Great drum beat though. If you've ever heard it just on its own, like when none of the other music, Bonham was so just in the pocket. He was just so good.
How about Nobody's Fault But Mine? That
Oh
sounds
my
like
God. That would be a great one. You know what? Think about it. I don't think I've ever heard him do a song off of Presence. They all did work together so well, Bob. I remember talking to people about Zeppelin and about how all four members of that band were equal parts. They all contributed the same. And if there was any other member of that band, it never would have worked. It was just perfect the way it was.
John Paul Jones is so underrated.
And he's probably the most prolific of them all because he's
True.
producing
Still out
and
there.
producing and writing and playing, and he's just
Such a meek and mild mannered guy too. When you hear him in interviews and things.
very just a humble guy, just doing his thing.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Back to the opening range. Well, you saw Zeppelin in London. (2007). That was with Jason. Man, I bet that was something. Pricey ticket. Joe, missed you. Joe D is in YouTube. Good to see you back, buddy. We're out. Took out the low of the opening range, and they got us. I still want to buy it, though. Was wondering where you are. Well, I mean, we're about out of time. Small loss. I'll take that. I guess we'll just call it a day. Although we are going to be adding some time to this moving forward, some of the things we've discussed. Hopefully you're going to like it. The target on the upside was the point of control from yesterday, Dr. VJ. 97 point of control from yesterday. Missed it by that much.
When are the announcements for the new stuff you're talking about?
I got a few things to take care of, and hopefully mid-March.
All right.
We'll see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it all works. All right. Well, I guess we'll just call this a session. Thank you for everybody and your ideas. Matt, Ben, always a pleasure. Great to see everybody. Thanks for the ideas, the thoughts, the comments, the votes. And again, if you do have feedback, send it to me, jhoagland@topstep.com. Joe, it's good to see you back. We'll look forward to seeing. Oh my God, Joe. A heart attack and quadruple bypass on New Year's Day. My goodness, I thought you were just taking a break. I'm so glad that you are okay. Oh my God, Joe.
Wow.
Oh, I pray for everybody, and I'm glad I prayed for you. And oh my God, Joe, that's just unbelievable. You know, you want to chat anything, let me know. Recovering very well. That's great. Joe, I don't want to lose you. My goodness. I don't want to lose any of you. Well, I'm glad you're doing well, Joe. Tell us more about it when we get the chance. Won't be trading for a while, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Blessings to you all. Joe, take it easy, get some rest, get a little bit of exercise, listen to the doctors, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you. See you later.